How y'all doing today? It is your host, Kingly Logan, as usually, and today I want to talk about a very interesting topic, which is Garling versus Mihawk. I have already done a video on Shanks versus Mihawk in the past, and I gave my opinion on that topic in that video. But this topic is a lot different from Mihawk versus Shanks and has a lot different arguments. Unlike the Gorosei, I think Garling has enough statements and narrative to put him at least somewhat strong. The Gorosei, I think we have to wait to scale, but Garling has enough at the moment. But let's start out with Mihawk. Mihawk is stated to be the strongest, the greatest, and the most powerful swordsman, which should put him above everybody in the One Piece world that uses a sword and fights with a sword, which would include people like red-haired Shanks, Big Mom, who uses a sword technique, the three admirals, and even Law and Zoro. Mihawk is just above all of these characters for being the strongest swordsman in the world. If you want to know more on why I think Mihawk's title goes through and why he does beat everyone with a sword, I highly recommend watching my Mihawk versus Shanks video. I go through all of the Mihawk allegations. Besides Mihawk's strength, he also has other strong assets, such as his skill, which is the greatest in the world. He is the most skilled swordsman in the world and has even better sword skill than red-haired Shanks. And also has a better weapon and has the greatest sword in the world. So Mihawk is stronger than anybody in the world, is more skilled than anybody in the world, and has a better sword than all the swordsmen in the world. He's just the pinnacle of swordsmen in the One Piece world. Now, what has Garling done? And why am I comparing a character who has one panel currently in the manga to Mihawk? Well, Garling is able to scare Dragon more than anybody else in the Navy, and he puts precedence on the God's Knights more than the Marines. This would definitely apply to Garling, as he is the captain and the strongest of the God's Knights. So Garling should be stronger than the Admirals, Fleet Admiral Akainu, Kong, Garp, Sengoku. And specifically, this is the most important part, he fears the God's Knights more than the Seraphim, whose collective fighting force surpasses that of the warlords, or is at least equal to that as the warlords, because they keep the balance of power that the warlords kept prior. So maybe not the Seraphim individually are stronger than Mihawk, but fighting as a collective force, all 7 of them together should be able to beat Mihawk. And Dragon fears Garling more than the Seraphim. Garling also able to scare Dragon, the worst criminal in the world, is also a very good feat. Garling isn't necessarily stronger than Dragon, but he should at least scale to Dragon for scaring him and should be at least relative. This Dragon is able to fight Blackbeard when he raided the revolutionary base. And this is crazy because this same Blackbeard fought Garp and Sengoku at the same time. And his Viver card questions if anybody will ever be able to stand up against Blackbeard anymore. So I definitely think that Garling is stronger than Mihawk. Narratively, this makes sense as well. The Yonko are all having a battle royale and are being set up to all fight together to get the One Piece. Keep in mind, Mihawk is part of a Yonko crew. So Zoro is more than likely going to face Mihawk before Luffy finds the One Piece. Then, Luffy's most likely going to find the One Piece and find out the truth about the world government, and then have to face the world government after, which is when Zoro faces Garling. And I don't think Garling being stronger than Mihawk defeats Mihawk's title at all. Mihawk is known as the world's strongest swordsman. Yet Garling lives in Marijois, which is considered to be heaven by the One Piece first and above the world. Garling is a celestial dragon that is also considered a god, so the name swordsman might just be below him in general. So Garling can be stronger than Mihawk, but Mihawk's world's strongest swordsman title can still stay consistent. So when Zoro fights Garling, that's just him stepping above the idea of a swordsman and going into the realm of the gods. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you disagree with me, that's okay. It's One Piece. We're allowed to disagree with each other. It's just fiction. But if you do disagree with me, you can join the Discord in the description below. We can have a conversation about it. I always love talking about One Piece. And if you did like the video, please like the video. Help me out with the algorithm. If you like One Piece content in general, subscribe. I highly recommend it. It puts free One Piece content into your YouTube recommendations page. And it gives me an extra subscriber. It's a win for you. It's a win for me. It's a win-win. You might as well subscribe. And I will see all of you guys next video. Have a good one, guys.